The rain is pouring down at Brands Hatch, but it's the start of the 2012 season with ThundersportGB. And in these TV shows for this season, exclusive to Motors TV, we'll be bringing you all the action from the Street Fighters and the Thundersport 500s. Welcome to Thundersport Naked. Yes, welcome to Brands Hatch, one of the most famous circuits on our calendar for the opening day of the season in the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s and the Hell Performance Street Fighters. Those of you tuning in this season to see naked people, well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, but it's naked bikes that we're interested in here. We're going to be following these fascinating categories all the way through the year. First out onto the grid is the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s. This is the highlight package from race one a little bit earlier on, and number 64 there, getting off to a good start, is Adam Palman, a rider that competed in this championship last year. It was also a solid start in this first race for Nick Mallinson, number 50. Number 13, also Richard Blunt, another rider that's taken wins in this class in the past, was up into the top three, and Blunt managed to get his way into first as they entered Surtees, just ahead of Adam Palman. Last year's winner, Andy Lawson, has moved on to a 600, so there's a chance for a new winner to be crowned this year. And it may come in the form of number 10, Sam Ludgate, as we just saw there, or Neil Bainbridge. One thing's for sure, it wasn't a great start for Matt Poncia, number 26, who took a quick visit to the kitty litter. As the laps ticked on by, though, Adam Palman managed to just stretch away from the chasing pack. Here he is, number 64 on the orange machine. Started to pull away, but Nick Mallinson's race came to an end, also into clearways, just losing the front end, as we see shots there of Sam Holton. He stretched his gap out over Neil Bainbridge in second position. And the fight for third was hotting up also as Nick Clift and Sam Ludgate tussled for that final podium spot. As they made their way round, though, for the final time, it was Adam Palman that would go on to win the race. We see here second place Neil Bainbridge. And after some great speed into the final corner, number 32 there, Nick Clift, was able to pull out of the slipstream of Sam Ludgate and just nick third place at the end. It was a win then for Adam Palman. A fine start to this year's championship. Second place went to Neil Bainbridge, and just on the line there, Nick Clift took third from Sam Ludgate. So the race one results look like this. It was Palman that won from Bainbridge, Clift in third ahead of Sam Ludgate. Lewis Meldrum finished in fifth position. Rob Morby took sixth. And there's a very happy winner, Adam Palman, in the middle.
Adam Palman, winner of the Thundersport 500 at a very wet and windy Brands Hatch. How did that race go for you?
Yeah, not too bad. Got a good start for once. Not usual for me on the 500s. And a bit of company though towards the end when Neil caught me up on about lap 8 or 9. Keep me on my toes, so really enjoyable. Enjoyed it. Yeah,
it looked a good race anyway. Who would you like to thank, mate?
As always, the sponsors, SafeLink Services and Golmar, but also this week in particular, Dan Brady and the guys from Race Alternative, who've been down here helping me get the bikes ready and keep them set up and stuff.
Thanks, Adam, and very well done.
Thanks a lot.
Well, that's 3 wins on the trot in the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s for Adam Palman, the perfect way to start the season. But now let's go on to race 2. There he is on pole position, the race winner from earlier. Second position there is Chris Spink, number 42, not featured in the top 3 just as yet. Third place, Nick Mallinson, number 50, and that's Lewis Meldrum, number 88, in 4th place. So the Bridgestone Thundersport 500s line up on the grid. We wait for the lights to go out, the green flags at the back. We're ready to go racing, and away we go. It looks like a very good start on the inside there from Lewis Meldrum, number 88, but it looks like Palman's going to get the whole shot. Great start also from Nick Clift, number 32, on the blue CB 500. Of course, most of these machines are all Honda CB 500s, but you can ride on the Kawasaki and the Suzuki also. Almost all of them are identical machinery, however. Just saw a quick shot there and a glimpse of Dynamite Bailey, number 72, and there's 22, Adam Carter. But it was Adam Palman that seems to have gone away the best, with Nick Clift in second. Rob Morby also getting off to a good start, number 53. And number 26 there, Matt Ponsier, and after that fall into clearways earlier, he's just gingerly making his way round Graham Hill. Here's the race leader then, 3 wins so far this weekend. Oh, and that's a fall, and Adam Palman visits the kitty litter. Well, I didn't see that one coming. It's not going to be maximum points for Palman this weekend. And we're going to have a new race winner in the Thundersport 500s, and that's advantage Nick Clift. He's now got a 2-second lead over Richard Blunt. Well, 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 Adam Palman won't be interviewed at the end of this race. And we've got another faller there, a couple into turn 1. That's Mike Lawson and John Butcher. The Butcher who finished second, in the 2009 Thundersport 500 Championships. He just lives down the road, and the Butcher's gone down into turn 1, so that's 3 fallers already. So let's recap at the front. It is Nick Clift that leads. In second position, number 13 there, Richard Blunt, and in third place, well, there's a gaggle of them, but Rob Morby currently holds third. There's another rider down, that's Jonathan Owens, number 7. Well, they're going down like flies as Nick Clift comes around clearways, and that lead has fallen because Richard Blunt is on his tail. Rob Morby still in third. There's Neil Bainbridge, number 100, who's in around 8th or 9th place and is catching up this gaggle of riders. Nick Clift, a former Super Teen rider from a couple of seasons back, but unfortunately he got so tall that he just outgrew the bike, and he's managed to move on to this CB 500. He's taken to it rather well. A couple of falls last year dented his confidence a little, but well, he's late on the brakes into Druids, and Richard Blunt is looking for a way through. They'll all be confident of a win after seeing Adam Palman taking a tumble down the road. There is Blunt, number 13, looking to close down on Nick Clift on the Cooper Straight as they head into Surtees. In third place, it is still Rob Morby, who's ahead of probably 5 or 6 riders that include James Pickford, Adam Clark, Tom Harrison, Neil Bainbridge, Sam Ludgate. There is Ludgate, number 10. And that's number 9, Tom Harrison. So it's Clift that leads, and that gaggle for third place looked like they're closing up on Richard Blunt. That's Rob Morby there, number 53. Sam Ludgate there, number 10, the yellow machine. That looks an awful lot like Adam Shelton's bike from last season. Shelton, another rider that's moved on to a 600 for 2012. Of course, you can watch our other ThundersportGB programs here on Motors TV. It's Adam Clark, number 87, and putting in some decent lap times. And well, we did have a 4-wheel battle for the lead, and it's about to become probably a 12 or 14 bike battle for the lead, because Rob Morby in third, number 53, with the black and luminous yellow helmet, has closed that gap down and is going to get himself involved in a fight for second shortly. Does Nick Clift here, number 32, have any idea of the gaggle of riders that are closing down on him? We could have an epic fight for the win here. Sam Ludgate there, number 10, doing very well. There's James Pickford, number 27, on the sky blue and yellow CB 500. Last season, of course, we did have a couple of Kawasaki's out there. This weekend, we've got all Hondas, so it's all CB 500s out there, a class, of course, which made Leon Haslam famous. Some great scraps last season between the likes of Adam Shelton and eventual winner Andy Lawson, but well, pick a winner out of this bunch. There's James Pickford filtering his way through to 4th position, but it's Richard Blunt that now leads from Rob Morby, and Nick Clift has gone from 1st to 4th in a matter of about 4 corners. So Clift is going to have to up his game if he wants to take victory here. Meanwhile, Blunt has just taken this opportunity to stretch out a lead of about 3 or 4 bike lengths. Richard Blunt, who's also competing in the Golden Era Superbike Championship this year with ThundersportGB. So plenty of racing for him this season. And Rob Morby, well, on that lap around, Rob Morby was the quickest rider out there. Lewis Meldrum, number 88 there with the rookie orange vest on, is going great guns. He's now moving up into 2nd position. So will we see a rookie on the top step for the first time in quite a long while in the 500s? Nick Clift is just taking a wide approach into Druids on the right there, number 32. And you really wouldn't want to put any money on who's going to win this one. Blunt it is that leads, number 13 from Lewis Meldrum. That's Rob Morby in 3rd, James Pickford 4th, Nick Clift in 5th place. Adam Clark, number 87, is there in 6th, another one of our rookies for this season. And with no Adam Palman, it's anyone's guess who's going to win this, and carrying a lot of corner speed there is Lewis Meldrum, just moving his CB500 out wide to get that good drive onto the start-finish line, and he's in the slipstream now of the leader, Richard Blunt, but it's not going to be enough across the line, and Richard Blunt wins it, and he's very happy with that indeed. Had there been another couple of laps, you fear that Meldrum may well have just taken that, but it's a solid 2nd position for Meldrum. Rob Morby it was that just went across the line, 7 thousandths of a second ahead of James Pickford, and Nick Clift, who was a long-time race leader here at Brands Hatch, can only manage 5th place ahead of Adam Clark. Here are the results then. Blunt it is that wins, a couple of tenths ahead of Lewis Meldrum. Rob Morby finished 3rd. James Pickford took 4th place ahead of Nick Clift and Adam Clark, and that's, well no, Richard Blunt hasn't aged a bit, that is his dad just taking